Hey guys, welcome to Mystifying Miracles. Today I'm going to talk about a generational miracle of blue goose peas. What is that? I'm going to dive into it. Stay tuned. Okay, so this story took place somewhere between the 1860s and the 1870s, and the story was then passed down from generation to generation. There was a great uncle. His name was Uncle Newton Cooper, and he had ridden the Chisholm Trail. Chisholm Trail. Yes, he rode that from San Antonio up to Abilene and on into Kansas. He did pass away in the 1930s, but before that he had children, of course, and he had one son who his name was Little Newt. Now, Little Newt loved the outdoors. Anything that had to do with it, he loved it. And so when he got older, he actually became a rancher in southwest Louisiana. Uncle Newt, aka Little Newt, and his wife, Aunt Mittie, they were a praying and God-fearing family. And living in the early 20th century, money was so very tight. I mean, you can imagine times were so rough, and in addition to the rough times and all the things going on within the economy, there were so many mouths to feed. They had more kiddos back then. But Uncle Newt had that strong faith that God would be able to help him so that he could provide food for his family. Thanksgiving was coming upon them, and Uncle Newt really desired to have a meat on the table. He just wanted something special for his family. He gets up one morning. The fog is dense. It's thick. It's like settling in down into the trees, and Uncle Newt can barely see his hand in front of him. But he was so determined. So despite that, he decides to go out into the woods right behind their home. Once he gets there, he says he could hear honking geese, but of course he can't see them due to the fog. He decides to take a chance. He pulls out his shotgun, he points it upward, and he pulls the trigger. Now, he says he didn't see anything falling, anything like that, but he did hear a big commotion coming from somewhere nearby. And then he hears something quite large hit the tin roof of their barn. So he decides to run over there and investigate. When he gets over there, he is stunned. It was a miracle. Somehow, when he aimed and pulled that trigger, he had shot a blue goose. He takes it home, he cleans it up, he's dressing it, and he's doing all that stuff. He ends up finding dried peas. The peas were in the bird's crop. It's basically like a sack-like enlargement that is found in a bird's gullet. Well, Uncle Newt, he takes these peas, he sets them aside and he saves them. The family took those dried peas once spring came and they planted them. And did you know that generations have planted, harvested, and cooked those peas? And those peas became known as the blue goose peas. Every Thanksgiving, the family sets aside some of those peas so that once spring comes, they can be able to plant them and harvest. It's hard to fathom, like generation to generation. They just kept handing them down and telling their children the story. And I mean, it's now been over 5 generations and counting. Uncle Newt and Aunt Mittie did acknowledge that it was God that provided for them. That blue goose was sent at the perfect time when they so desperately needed food. And even though Uncle Newt, he couldn't see through that dense fog that day, he still trusted the Lord. He did what he felt he was being told to do, and he trusted him, went out there, and not only did God provide for his family, but for his family's family and their family. The blue goose peas are actually now considered a family heirloom, and they are treasured as tribute to Jehovah Jireh, which means the Lord is our provider. And I thought I'd end off on a Bible verse. It just seemed so fitting. It's found in Daniel 4:3. How great are his signs, and how mighty are his wonders. His kingdom It's an eternal one. His dominion endures from generation to generation. I hope this story blessed you guys. Thank you for watching. This one was definitely a blessing to me. I just found it really cool. I love old stories like this. Obviously, especially miraculous ones. I hope you do too. Leave me a note, a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your summer. I am going to see you for the next one.